and welcome back here to the Leicester Arena, where you're watching or listening to the De Montfort University varsity between the women's first teams of these two universities.
Yeah.
And it started as 27-17 after the first half. We're now in the third quarter. Gajderska on the wide and goes straight underneath, and she's immediately.
And I think DMU are already looking a lot better. That whole setup, that whole thing right there was 10 times better than the whole of the last two quarters. So if DMU keep that up, this is going to be tight. I
think you're right there, definitely. It was a lot better. Gajderska ran immediately in. And as I say that, Chevaliers for the University of Leicester did go and restore their 10-point lead, but Gajderska looked more offensive, trying to drive in instead of sitting around the edge of the area. And it's going to be an air ball there by Hammond. She's trying to laugh it off. And they're going to call there a shooting foul in favour of Razowska, number 12 for DMU.
She really needs to get these 2 points. It's 10 points difference, and it's crazy. They need to be.
Definitely.
DMU need to get back into this.
They do indeed. DMU on the first free throw gets it in after a double bounce, but it got there in the end. And if you're listening or tuning in on the YouTube channel, you can come down for free and watch the men's game after this one for free. DMU did convert 2 there, and thank you to the people who came down and spoke to us during the break.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to you guys.
Exactly, it's brilliant. There you go. Dooley just misses it, goes around the edge of the area, and it's now Wong who just guides it out of play.
I think DMU, they've started their offense out a little bit, but defense, let's get these stops and let's get these rebounds, as I said, incredibly important.
Exactly. We're looking to see how they deal with these rebounds, and this may be the first real test of it as it goes out wide to Chevaliers underneath the rim for Wong.
And it's not a basket though, because she's been in the key more than 3 seconds, so they need to be watching that, University of Leicester.
So essentially, one of the rules is if you stay underneath the basket for more than 3 seconds, you're classed as, was it goaltending?
Yep.
And so therefore your points don't count.
That's correct.
As we say that, Razkowska fighting off 2, throws it up and still gets the basket. And it is going to count.
Yes.
The points are down. There's an 8-point gap now. It's 29-21. Gajderska runs over to go and talk to Coach T. And once again, we are in a live audience, so you may hear some choice swear words because tensions are running high at varsity. So we apologise for any foul language you may hear.
The crowds, as I said, are added a thing to these varsity games. Without a crowd, it's nothing. With a crowd, it's fantastic. That is what you need.
Exactly, it's definitely what we need here. And so we want you guys to come and join it as well, to say that University of Leicester still not giving DMU a chance to test out their rebound strategy for this half. It's Hammond. Loops it over the top, just over Gajderska there.
That's communication. Communication levels need to be up for DMU. University of Leicester are looking very strong going into this third quarter.
They do indeed. Harton now dictating the play once again, as she did earlier in the first half. Sophie Chevaliers drives in. She's going for a lot of those points and just getting blocked out every single time. So DMU's defense in terms of their first shot seems to be quite a lot improved, because they seem to be now blocking her a lot easier.
Yeah, I think the thing with DMU, they made the block, but then they messed up afterwards, because you're then putting your hands in, it's going to get called straight away.
Yeah.
These refs are the best refs in the Midlands. It's going to get calls. You need to make sure. And as I said, a massive rebound there by Unica, and rebounds are incredibly important.
They have, and Wong missed both, and of course that means a rebound. And Edwards went and picked it up immediately. So DMU have actually got probably more rebounds in the first half together. So Gajderska, Razkowska.
And another basket for DMU. It's 26-31 to University of Leicester. DMU are on the fight, but it's still such a close game, and it could go either way.
Exactly, it could. Tell us your score predictions, who you think is going to win, any players we should be watching. Tweet us at Demon Sport or at Demon FM. We would love to hear your thoughts. As we say that, Dooley goes for the 2-pointer, and Wong picks up the rebound. We were saying about rebounds, And Gajderska just looked beaten to that.
Yeah,
and
University of Leicester were there, they were open, they got the rebounds. DMU need to make sure they're getting them defensive rebounds.
They do indeed, and Gajderska drives in, hits the underside of the basket, and UOL on the immediate offense here goes out to Harton.
And
Takes a three-pointer.
Ooh, rebound by DMU.
Overcooks it. At least it's now, it seems to be DMU are kind of settling into this rebounding mentality now.
She should have driven there.
Raskowska just tries to take a shot, can't quite make it.
And no rebound from it. You take the shot, as soon as you let that ball go, you know if you're scoring or if you're not. So get back there, get the rebounds.
Exactly, and right now, neither side is really able to produce anything as they're really scrappy. Harton passes it out. Long shot, unable to make it there. Chevalier once again. Dooley passes it into Wong. And
Bonnie's got it. She's running down the court. Number 9.
Hammond passes it into the middle. Raskowska. Out wide to Edwards. Drives in underneath the basket. And just misses. UOL looked stuck in the mud there. They looked like they weren't able to do anything. However, they've taken a timeout, or they're calling a sub now.
Yeah, substitution.
They're calling a substitution now for as it's a line ball.
The players they're getting tired. Their fitness isn't there at the moment. Every player on this court is looking tired, except Dooley. She knows what it takes. She's probably been training for this. She's committed. She's looking for them passes. She's driving University of Leicester, and she wants this.
Yes, she does indeed, and you can tell her movement today has been impeccable. As we say that, it's going to be the possession clock there, 24 seconds, without UOL being able to take a shot. And so it's going to turn over to DMU. It's going to be a nice feeling for them that they were able to hold it 24 and not have UOL take a shot. It's now 33-26 in favour of University of Leicester. 5.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Goes into the centre from Edwards, straight into Raskowska.
DMU just need to make sure they get these points. They're not getting back on defence. Luckily, Dooley messed that one up, but they're not getting back on defence. DMU, you need to sort your defence out and your offence. Like, come on, girls.
I think the coach is saying the exact same thing just in front of us, and for the first time, we're actually courtside, which is a new experience to be commentating from.
Yeah, I feel very honoured to be courtside, sitting here watching some basketball.
I know, I would have preferred the sofa, but...
the orange sofa.
Well, I would prefer the orange sofa. For those who don't know, the Leicester Riders do have a competition called the Orange Sofa, where at half-time, if your selfie is picked, you get to sit on the orange sofa.
And I've actually got to sit on the orange sofa, and yeah, it is a very lovely sofa to sit on. It
is indeed, as University of Leicester do win a shooting foul there. It's going to be number 14, Okenge, who really is... Look, she hasn't been in this game really for the first few minutes here, but she's going to try and make a mark and misses the first one, hitting the back of the rim, and we're going to have a second free throw here.
Yeah, I think number 14 for University of Leicester currently throwing a second free throw, misses it. She was critical in the last quarter. She made some good steals, interceptions, and yeah, again, a good interception by her.
Indeed, it definitely is. DMU, I don't know what their real tactic is here. They seem to be back and forth, and at the minute they're just trying to all play it through a single player, and that at the moment seems to be Raskowska, which at the moment isn't working because she's getting marked out of the game. And as I say that, they're going on the offense again. Ogunlade, and it goes for number 14.
I think DMU, set up your defense. You know it's 2-3 defense, but you set up the defense. At the moment, everyone's just standing anywhere, and rebounds aren't getting caught. And this is quite tragic what I'm watching right now.
Yeah, as someone who used to pride herself on a defensive specialist.
Yes, 100%.
Exactly. for you, this must be heartbreaking.
Yeah, like DMU have always been known for their best defense.
Yeah.
Best defense. And this is really quite upsetting to see. They're not playing man defense, they're playing zone defense, and they're not setting up the zone. And that just opens them up to be scored upon. And that is what's happening.
Yeah, definitely. And as Emily was talking there, DMU did manage to score another basket, so another 2 points added on. So it's now 33-28 in favour of University of Leicester. And once again, you can come and join us at the Morningside Arena because everyone wants your support here, either side. And it's free, and we love free stuff.
And if you're from DMU, you get a free t-shirt.
There you go, even more free stuff.
Hashtag proud to be more.
Okay, no need to humble brag there. But there's going to be a timeout called here, and DMU and UOL are going to take this time just to have a conversation. I wonder if Coach T is going to pick up on the fact that his zonal marking isn't working particularly well.
Yeah, and definitely zone defense. They need to take it back to basics, as I keep saying, back to basics, and basics work. Once you've got the basics, then you can do the fancy stuff, but they've not got the basics sorted out yet, so don't do any of the fancy stuff. So I think take it back to basics, and again, say to them girls, do you want to win this or do you not? Because at this moment in time, you're not winning it. So I can shout at you as much as you want, but you're the girls on the court, you need to change it.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of basics there. So
Basics.
Exactly. And University of Leicester, what would you be saying to them at the moment?
I would be saying, keep on going, girls. Again, do you want to win this? Even though you're up, do you want to win this? Because in basketball, it can change at any given point. But I think encouragement for University of Leicester. They're doing a brilliant job, and I think the coach needs to keep encouraging them. Be that cheerleader that they need, and keep telling them, do what you're doing, girls. It's working. Keep doing what you're doing. Just make sure that you're getting them points and defending.
It's true. University of Leicester have already scored more than they did in the entire game.
Shout
last
out,
year.
girls. Well done, girls.
So well done, University of Leicester.
It's determination right there.
It is. You can tell they are annoyed about having only won one game. They only have a 9% win ratio here. As they turn over the ball, Razgowska running down the entire court, going for the lob. Can't quite make it, but it's going to be knocked out, and it's going to be a DMU ball.
Yeah, I think number 12 for DMU needs to remember there's 4 other girls on that court. You are a team. You're lobbing the ball, but you're a team. Open, look for them passes. Look, number 8 just scored. You are a team. When you're out there, you are a team. It's not about how many points you get. It's about whether you get the win at the end of the game. And I think she needs to remember that.
Maybe so, but Coach T hasn't decided to take her off yet. But University of Leicester on the offense here, working out wide. Chavalet going out wide to Harton for the three-pointer, and
she gets it, and the crowd goes absolutely wild.
Oh, they do, and it was a reason to be wild. It was a fantastic three-pointer, about as perfect as you could ask it to be.
Yeah.
As we say that, DMU, trying to go back on the offense. Gajderska rolls it off the rim and just can't quite get it. Harton passes it in under the basket to Ongunlade.
And as I said, back to basics. Like the player is not looking your way, don't pass. If the player's not looking your way, they're not going to know. They can't read your mind, so wait. And a brilliant interception there by University of Leicester. And DMU want a timeout because University of Leicester is now 30-38.
38, yep.
To
Indeed,
University of Leicester.
8 points. Their 5-point lead as they came out of that timeout became an 8-point lead, and DMU are now looking very, very lax in this. And maybe they can hope that they can somehow bring this back into contention for them. They've got 2 minutes left on the clock in this third quarter. So it is really coming down to crunch time at the moment. They've got to think a lot about how they're going to contain them this entire game. And it's not looking good for them. University of Leicester are running riot.
Yeah. I think DMU, they need to just work as a team. And when you get out on there, do simple layups, do basic defense, and it'll work. And then put more pressure on. Once you got them basics down, you're good to go.
Yeah, exactly. I think you're entirely right there. They need to build from the ground up again, and they look to have come back unchanged here as DMU. It's going to be Akporveka who starts. Hammond passes it to Gajderska. They're sitting a lot deeper now on this offense. Hammond out wide, back to Raskowska, who instead of shooting goes out wide to Edwards, who fumbles it, just about keeps hold of it. Raskowska's back in the middle and just misses it instead.
Rebounds needed again. As I say, as a player, you know when you shoot, you know whether it's going to go in majority of the time. There'll be a few times where you're like, oh, I think it's going to go in, or I think it's not going to go in, and it goes the opposite way. But you should always run for them rebounds. Yes, there's 4 other people on that court, but you're the one that's short, so you know if it's going to go in. So get them rebounds. Don't expect everyone else to tidy up your mess. Get them rebounds.
There you go for any young basketball players here. Hammond does a spin, gets to Gajderska, out wide to Edwards. Raskowska, and packed out to Gajderska. Trying to find a way here. They've got to be cautious of the shot clock, down to 4 seconds, and it turns over to University of Leicester. Chavalet going down, out to Harton, waiting on the edge of the area, number 9, and it's back to Harton. She's up in the open area. She doesn't go for the shot. She instead dribbles in slightly, passes back out to Chavalet, and goes for the 3 points there.
Rebound by University of Leicester, straight back up. Look at that, needs to be getting them rebounds.
They do indeed. Alex Lord there, unable to convert. It's going to be Gajderska once again running the play. And
an
a brilliant
interception by University of Leicester. Look at that. Straight up, gets the layup. And it's 10 points difference now. It's coming to the end of the 3rd quarter, and DMU are not looking in a good way.
Exactly. University of Leicester are looking for these interceptions, looking for these steals every single chance they get, and they're exploiting almost the lacks and the lack of pace in those passes from DMU as Raskowska tries for another shot, misses it again, and University of Leicester pick up the rebound. And you can tell these coaches are getting angry. They're getting angry. They're getting very angry right now. And it's tough. There's 7 seconds left on the clock. And there's only they're not sure what to do really at the moment. Gajderska's coming off. They've changed half their team in the hope that they can somewhat deal with this. They're not quite sure yet how to do it, but they are trying to work a way for them to do it. Number 14, Okungay, gets to try.
And she makes it.
Gets the first one. Now waiting on the second here, trying to extend their lead to 12 with 7 seconds left of this 3rd quarter. And it isn't going to be. DMU going to try.
They need to get it across. Let's get.
Going for the long haul. And she believed in herself. She believed too much, and it airballed. Missed it by a good few yards.
And I think it's important to know when these DMU players are coming off, it is not a good sight.
Exactly.
Their heads are down. They're angry at each other. When you play, you shouldn't be angry at anyone on your team, because you are a team. At the end of the day, win or lose, you're a team.
Yep.
If someone makes a mistake, you help them out. Because fighting, the only person that's going to help is the other team. So you need to get together. This last quarter is crucial for both teams. DMU need to pull themselves together, get back into the game, and University of Leicester need to keep on doing what they're doing.
Exactly. Both of these teams have a weak defense according to the stats, both conceding in the mid-50s per game. So neither side has really been on their game, or you could say both teams have been defensively on their game. I'm not sure which one you would rather say. I'll leave it up to you to decide. But if you don't know how to decide, you can always come in down and watch the men's game, which, of course, there's only 1 quarter left here of the women's game, so you may not make it in time, but you can still watch the men's game for free. And if you're from DMU, you get a free t-shirt, free stuff, always nice. I love it. And you get to meet the new mascots, who one of them decided to come and stand behind us through some of that commentary. He was a lovely, friendly lion. Don't worry. But I'd say it's a good opportunity to come down, watch some basketball for those of you who are interested in books or just interested in sports. It's a good event. It's nice to. It's in a professional stadium for free. You don't get that offer much, so I would recommend coming down.
Yeah, and also just supporting your university. It means everything to both teams out here. And as I said, Dooley, she's leading University of Leicester, and she's trying to get this win for us.
Exactly. Hammond drives in, gets the basket, looked almost out there, and she just saves it. But she's going to look for the +1 here.
Yeah, she needs to keep her head. It's only been 10 seconds, and the crowd are going crazy, which is amazing. But as a player, you need to make sure you keep your head, because you got a free throw and you got another 9 minutes 50 seconds left. So there's a lot more to do.
Indeed, but this point would help if she gets it, and she does. It's a brilliant free throw there. And as you were saying, you can hear the crowd behind us, so we do apologise in advance for any foul language you may hear. It is a high-tension game here.
It is
so
indeed.
Please forgive us for that. But we're saying that University of Leicester let an easy ball slip. Hammond annoyed that she isn't getting any backup in her own half.
And I think the most concerning thing is that Dooley's trying to tell the coach what he needs to do. Dooley's like, look, I know my team. You need to listen to me. The team needs to come forward on defense. And he's not listening to her.
Indeed, they definitely are. And I think that's a bit concerning when your coach is getting outdone by your captain. When your captain is taking control over your coach, there's a lot of questions that need to be asked.
Yeah, and he's taken Dooley off, which, in my perspective, I think that's the wrong decision. She's driving that team, and she's the determination they need. And she's a fantastic player, and I think put Dooley back on.
Yeah, definitely. But at the same point, she can't be expected to play all 40 minutes of the game.
No, but
as I don't think she's actually been subbed out till now.
No, she's been subbed out a lot. I've not saw her too much on the court, which that's my main concern.
Maybe she's just come back from fitness.
I'm not too sure. She looks amazing, and if it is her last varsity, she's going to give it her all.
Oh, 100%. And as we say that, it's still 41-33 in favour of DMU. In favour of University of Leicester, sorry. 9 minutes left to go. Harton on the edge of the area. Ogunge out to one.
Better defence by DMU, but rebounds. Instead of battering it away, you need to get your hands to the ball.
Yes, indeed. Ogunge trying for the attack, and
another foul called.
University of Leicester actually ran down the clock again.
But
that's the second time they've done that.
Yeah, second time, but DMU, you ran down the clock, but then you do a foul. It makes no sense. You've done all the hard work, and then you're repaying them. Like, you know what, I'll give you a couple of free throws, we'll give you that. No, you need to make sure you keep your hands up.
And luckily for DMU, Okunge misses the first one and gets the second though, so it is only 1 point gain from that, but it's still a 9-point gap with less than 9 minutes left to go. And as we say the nines, Hammond on the offense, drives down, goes out wide. Number 14, Animuka drove in, tried to find some space, just couldn't, and ran it out of play. Now Harton, really the heart of this defense here, the University of Leicester. She's dictating the play very easily. Very calm point guard here to the University of Leicester. Waiting on the elbow. Passes it over, cross court, down to Wong, and they're going to call another shooting foul. And that's the second in the matter of 30 seconds. So DMU are just conceding a lot of fouls at the moment. They are struggling, and I'm not sure what they can. At the minute, they look almost tired. They look like, I get that it's like the fourth quarter, but they look exhausted.
They do, and I think they need to work on their fitness. Next year, fitness is crucial for playing any sport, but especially in basketball, because you're up and down that court. And fitness can be the difference in between whether you win or you lose, because if you can keep pushing, then that scares a team. And I think fitness is a major thing here.
Yeah, definitely. And as we say, that University of Leicester commit a blocking foul. And now it's going to be Hammond drives it in. Raskowska trying to drive in and just can't quite squeeze through a sea of players there. But it is going to be they're still deciding. They're discussing with the line refs what they want to do. The line refs say, line ball, Hammond goes for a long shot, hits off the rim, rebounded perfectly by Edwards, who pumps it straight back out to Hammond. She looks for another option, drives in, gives it out, passes it back to Raskowska. Edwards once again drives in along the byline, goes for the alley-oop, can't quite get it. And
A foul has been called.
Yeah, a foul's being called on Animuka, and she's going to be taking those free throws. Sorry, it was Kade. Kade won the 2 free throws here. She's going to be looking for those 2 points, narrow that gap. 2-7. And she misses the first one considerably. It went way wide to the right, and she's now going to try for the second one.
She looks nervous. She looks nervous.
She does indeed, and she does almost a body feint as a way to correct her, and it doesn't quite work.
It does not work, and I think DMU, if they want to win this, they need to change something right now.
They do indeed, and as we say that, Uganlade takes a shot from under the basket, can't quite make it. Raskowska runs down the wing, goes for the layup, can't make it. It's rolled across and straight back to University of Leicester. Chavalet back on the offense here. Harton in the centre of the court. Out to Wong. Out to Ogunlade. And straight over the net. And it's going to go to DMU. And it's back and forth. Once again, we're back to this back and forth play. Neither team really getting any momentum. And as I say that, Wong with the perfect interception to knock it out of bounds. And to give University of Leicester a chance to regroup here as DMU switch out a player and bring in West.
I think DMU, when they look back at this, they need to look at themselves and think, we're all fighting, whether it's with our coach, with each other. We're a team at the end of the day, and I think DMU really need to learn this, and University of Leicester just going out there, and as the underdogs, they're just going for it. They want it, and I think that's proven something.
Yeah, definitely, and West there trying to make an immediate impact to get it out to Edwards for a shot. Can't do it, and the time clock runs out. Edwards coming off now for Gajderska. And once again, 6 minutes and 36 seconds left on the clock here. 9 points in it, 42-33 in favour of University of Leicester. And they don't look done yet. Chavalet's out to the wide right. Harton pumps it back in, can't do anything.
But chucks it away.
It's a very, very simple thing, but they don't seem to be looking where they're passing at the moment.
No, and I think University of Leicester go for a 3 and don't get it, but there's already a University of Leicester girl in there, in the paint, trying to get the rebound, and I think DMU need to take that and just think, you know what, we need to get in there.
Exactly, but they've only got 6 minutes to do it now.
They need to change it now.
Hammond almost looked like she got lost control, but she regains it. Gajderska trying to find a route in. Hammond passes it out wide. Driving in there by Animuka.
And it goes in. That's a big 3, but defense is needed.
And they're not. They're saying that she stepped just inside the dig, and it's actually going to be a 2-point, and it's going to be 42-35 here at the Leicester Arena.
DMU really needed that extra point.
They did indeed. Every point counts. Harton with a spin. Goes for the layup.
And DMU, if you're going to do something, you need to do it now. You need to play. You need to play the basketball that I know. And it's another basket. It's all heating up here in the arena. If you're not here, get yourself down here. University of Leicester, they've called a timeout. They're scared. DMU are ready. Or DMU on the fight back. Make sure you come down and find out.
And even if you can't and you're listening on radio, you can watch us on YouTube, so you can still join us in the action. We're still over there as well, so please do. It would be fantastic. But Gajderska really here, as Emily, you're having a little shimmy. Gajderska has really improved at the moment. She seems to be running the play again.
Yeah.
She seems to be becoming the point guard that DMU really need at this point.
Yeah, 1000%. They need someone to lead them. And it's taken a while, but I think we may be there. But is it too late?
Who knows? There's only 5 minutes left to go. 5 minutes 22, if we want to be accurate. 5 points in it, and at the minute, University of Leicester, they are running a little scared at the moment. DMU have made a sort of comeback, and they've equaled the total of points they got last season.
1000%. I think Dooley needs to come back on for University of Leicester. Even if she may not be the best player on that team, she drives that team in a way that they need to be driven right now. As we said, it's 5 minutes, 22 seconds left, and DMU need to push it out.
Yeah, exactly. I think they definitely do. And once again, you may hear some profane language because it's a high-tension game. It's varsity, and so we apologise in advance for that. And as you said, Dooley needs to come back on.
Yeah,
the
and
coach
she's
has
on.
taken your advice. She's obviously his coach is listening into you, and
he's listening to Demon Radio. That's why.
Yeah, and so he should, and so should you.
Yeah.
But it's Dooley now. They're now just trying to figure out a bit of timekeeping. I think they're just trying to figure out where to take the throw from.
Where to take it from? As we say, everything changes. It was when you take a timeout, it changes where the ball is placed on the court. So I think they were just trying to discover which person taking timeout. But University are driving down the court. They're making good passes. Dooley's free, but her player's not looking. And they're making good cuts. And an offensive foul, University has just committed, so the ball goes to DMU.
Exactly. They thought there that they were blocking the ball.
Yeah.
And so the player couldn't get through. And it's going to be Hammond on the offense, driving out wide. Gajderska goes out wide to Raskowska. Just hits off the
Rebounds
rim.
needed.
And it's going to go to UOL, and it's going to be a UOL free throw.
And Coach T for DMU is shouting to the players, get to the basket. You've got more chance of scoring and drawing a foul if you get to the basket.
It's true. Dooley out wide.
If you're not a three-point shooter, you're not in the NBA. You don't need to get to the three-point line.
Exactly. It's Raskowska. She's running down the middle here. She's got Hammond to her left. She doesn't use her, goes to drive in and just hits it off the back. And this may be the time that the coach may decide to change up here. It's going to be Animuka who comes off at Edwards. Edwards coming back on, of course, one of those dangerous offensive players here as Raskowska gets to take some free throws here. She gets 2. And first one coming up, and she misses.
She needs to make sure she gets her legs, set herself, and come up from the legs. A lot of people think with basketball it's all in the arms, it's in the legs.
Yes, exactly.
And she scores the second one.
She took the advice there, got one. They're now down to a 4-point game, a 2-play match here with 4.5 minutes left to go on the clock. It's 42-38 in favour of the Uni of Leicester. And Uni of Leicester on the offense, going down the far right-hand side.
And
Dooley.
I think it's important to note, as it's intercepted by DMU, I think it's important to note that University of Leicester are currently on 5 fouls, so every time they foul, it goes to the three-pointer line. DMU need to use this. Unica Edwards, our DMU scholar, is going to the line, and she needs to make both of these shots.
Exactly, definitely. They've been fantastic so far, and she's gone and got one. It's 3 points left in it. She gets another opportunity here to be able to do it, and she gets.
And she doesn't get it.
Doesn't. I thought that was in, but it was too high arcing. Go down the left here from Chavalet.
They were crucial.
Goes back out to Lord, back to Wong. Okungay just intercepted, but Wong reclaims the ball and tips it up, but doesn't get it. However, it's going to be UOL getting 2 free throws, as it was a shooting foul in favour of them.
And I think DMU need to realise when making these fouls, don't make them on good shooters. Wong is a good shooter, and she makes the first. she's probably going to get the second. You do not want to foul good shooters.
Yeah, exactly. As Wong takes the second one,
She
misses the second one, but she scored the first. But Okungay was waiting, can't quite do it. And on the second rebound, can't do anything.
And interception.
There, and it's going to be Chavalet who intercepts, but they're going to claim Hammond had made a foul, and therefore Chavalet will get 2 shots at the free throw line.
Yeah, DMU are also in triple foul, so both teams are in triple foul. It's going to be a tight one, but it's 39-43 to University of Leicester. Can DMU bring it back? If they can, they need to bring it back now, because it's 3 minutes 54 left on the clock, and it's crunch time. It is crunch time.
Exactly, as the distance between the two teams is widened to 6 here, as University of Leicester Chavalet is able to score both of those. And it's going to be Raskowska out wide to Edwards on the far left, and just overshoots it a little bit. It's going to be West, just misses it. And she's not paying attention to her man, and it just goes over her head. And Wong,
basket for University of Leicester.
it really comes from West there, not paying attention to where the ball is and where her man is, and she's now being taken off here for Akupovenka. And it's now Gajderska now going to try and run the play again, try and find a way through. Raskowska can't get past the sea of green. They are struggling at the moment to get anywhere near them. And Chavalet passes out wide to Lord, back to Chavalet in the corner. Passes out, Okungay hits off the rim, and it's going to be a rebound collected by Raskowska, who doesn't release the ball. But Hammond slides in and holds the ball, and it's going to be DMU's ball now. Fantastic passion shown by Hammond there.
That was fantastic. Well done, number 9. You did fantastic there. She's just come in, just wanted to say that to her, because that determination is what DMU needs right now. And that grit that she had right there could help DMU, but I think University of Leicester, they are pushing hard, they're working as a team, and the buckets are going in for them. If you're new to basketball, buckets, that means baskets, so points for the team. The baskets are going in, and I think DMU, you need to do something, and I think they're running out of time.
And Hammond is looking like she would be the person to kind of drive this team forward. She showed a lot of passion there, sliding in almost like you a couple years ago. But we are now waiting for this timeout to come to an end, and the referees are ready to go. There's less than 3 minutes on the clock, 8 points in this game, still everything to play for. The game can turn in a matter of seconds here, but DMU are fast running out of time. And it's now going to be a DMU ball here, as we can hear the both teams there cheering as Gajderska passes out wide to Edwards, back on the edge of the D towards Hammond, out wide, and they drive into the byline, can't make anything of it. Edwards on the far left, pass to Gajderska, shot and miss.
Good rebound, and up and in. They need to get back on defense. DMU needs to get back on defense, and they need to make stops. If they want to win, they've got 2 minutes, 30 seconds. You've got to make stops, and you've got to make them on the other side with layups.
Exactly, you do. Lord there, passing to Dooley. Dooley is going out wide here to Ongalade, who overshoots it again.
Yeah, and
it seems to be a trend from these corners.
It does. I think you've got to use the backboard. When you're shooting from corners, maybe shuffle in a little bit, use the backboard. Your backboard in basketball is your best friend.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's definitely true there. As DMU on the offense again, Gajderska passes out wide. It goes to Raskowska. She tries to drive inwards towards the key. Can't make it there. Hammond goes for the shot, and no foul called there as she's brought down. But Wong on the offense down the far left-hand side drives in, takes on Gajderska.
And it's a travel.
Wow, it's taken this long to get the second travel of the game. It's it's far contrast to last year's game. For those who don't know, travelling was kind of on the menu.
Yeah, it was the word that we were using every 5 seconds. Oh, travel again. But I think DMU, they needed this, and something's going on. We're not too sure. The game has been stopped. The ref's going over to University of Leicester, and I think there is sweat on the floor. So they'll just give that a little scrub. So then the floor does get all sweaty and slidey, and you don't want to hurt yourself. So the ref's just making sure that it's all good, and he's used a lovely white towel, which won't be white anymore. So.
Yeah, no, it won't. I hope they have some cleaning facilities. But anyway, DMU now going to restart the offense. Hammond just misses a pass there from Gajderska. Goes over. Gajderska is able to reclaim the ball from University of Leicester. Raskowska going out wide left. Avoids Edwards and can't quite keep it in there as it goes under the basket. And it's going to be University of Leicester throwing from the byline here. And it's going to be Yasmin Brown coming on for the final minute and a half. 6 points in it, and everything to play for yet. Dooley. And
Brown needs to make sure she's getting them defensive. And as we speak, interception by DMU, and she comes up. The ball's going in, and the ball's going in.
Hammond passes wide to Raskowska. Raskowska drives across the area and she's going to get a shooting foul. She's going to get two free throws here. A chance to narrow that gap down to 4 points, and it could still be all to play for here. And
I think it's incredibly important that she gets it. She misses the first basket, and that could cost DMU the game. And just in front of us, Coach T's talking to DMU players, being like, right, this is what you need to do. And she misses both baskets. And no DMU rebound. It's a University of Leicester rebound. University of bringing it up the court. One goes. She gets it knocked out. DMU have it. DMU are running up the court.
Yeah, they are definitely. DMU on the offense here. Gajderska passes out wide to Hammond. Uses Brown as a shield. Tries to go around. And it goes to Raskowska on the far side. Takes a shot. Hits off the rim. DMU just hitting the rim way too often now. And Gajderska tries for a wide pass, can't do anything, and it goes straight to University of Leicester. And with 40 seconds left, University of Leicester are on the offense once again. They've got 6 points to make up DMU, and it looks like University of Leicester are going to try and run down this clock.
I think University of Leicester the underdogs have done a fantastic job here. And University of Leicester, I have to give all the credit to. I have to say congratulations to Dooley. In her third year, she's got the win probably. It's not over yet, but it looks like a University of Leicester win. And Dooley, she's looking excited. She's like, wow, this is actually happening.
Yeah, Raskowska coming off right now at the end of the game. And it's a one possession, it's really a two possession game. Once DMU make the shot, University of Leicester will just take the ball and hold it if they can, and they can't. But it's going to be Harton to take in from the byline there. University of Leicester just going to hold it just past the halfway line. And there's only 8 seconds left to go here.
And for University of Leicester still bouncing it, still trying to do it. And the whistle is about to go, and it's done. And Dooley's face is ecstatic. University of Leicester win women's basketball 41-49. Congratulations, University of Leicester. DMU, I think they've got a lot to learn from this. I think their defense, their offense, next season fitness is a must, and I think University of Leicester, congratulations girls, definitely. You put everything into that.
Definitely, congratulations University of Leicester, and thank you Emily for joining me here. After a couple songs. We're going to be coming back to the men's basketball here live at the Leicester Arena, where we may be joined by Coach Tahir of DMU. So we can't wait to hear from you then.